Alrighty, we're live. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys are paying attention right now. Um, no plans on going online, but man, mm-mm. Let me get this thing ready, man. It is damn intense. What the? Hot Toy has been dropping bombs, and let's see if there's any more. I started this earlier. Oh man, there's another one. There's mysterious Iron Man illusion. Man, that looks good. That looks really good. All right. Let me digest all of this and let me just check this one out. I was watching another stream and then I just jumped over because man, a lot of things are happening. Lots of things are happening. Let's see. I'm not even in my usual setup right now, but like I gotta do this. Like, I feel like I have to say something. I was gonna skip the stream altogether for the next 2 weeks because I thought it was nothing's going on. But boy, let's see. What's up, Jack? What's up, Ryder? Okay, Iron Man. So they announced Iron Man, Wonder Woman, 1984. This is an interesting figure. Man, a lot of people are going to be happy with his Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker from Clone Wars. And okay, so there's two versions. Cable, damn, Cable, you look good. The Tony Stark mech test version, that looks really nice as well. Mario, what's going on, man? Dude, I know these announcements are insane. I don't know if you can see it on my computer in the back. So I was planning on making a video. I thought there was gonna be two. I thought it was just gonna be mech test Iron Man and then Cable. And I was just like, all right, let me just make a video then, And then it keeps on dropping. And then they got the Anakin, which I know a lot of Star Wars fans are gonna be happy about because he comes with a staff and it looks good. It looks good. I don't blame Star Wars fans. And then I don't initially I wasn't excited about the Sideshow Con as well. There's nothing there. I thought the best news I would get is the Doc Ock, the third party Doc Ock all week. And I was okay with that. But I don't even know. Man, this Iron Man is not on my radar whatsoever, but damn, it looks good. It's unique. I don't know. Mario, you're gonna get, and I know you're gonna get the. I know for sure you're gonna get this Anakin. Anything else that you guys are thinking of getting from here? Mario, I'm telling you, man, the Anakin, if you're a fan, obviously you have to get it. But this Iron Man is so unique that, and I have no intention whatsoever of picking that up, but I think I have to now. Oh, Cable for sure, Mario. Cable is, yeah, you can. Cable is a must. See, Cable reminds me of that excitement again, and I don't even like that movie that much. Deadpool 2. It was okay, I enjoyed it, but I never thought I was gonna. Yeah, I was not gonna get Negasonic or whatever her name is, even if they release her, and even if it's like super nice, I'm not even gonna get that. Cable, I'm gonna get for sure because it just looks so nice. I'm gonna try to resist this Iron Man. It just looks so different. That's the thing. These are the things that we like from Hot Toys. And boy, they are back. I think they're back. The Wonder Woman, I might just do the head sculpt. Oh, Mario says he's considering getting out of Marvel, but these announcements aren't helping. Dude, Mario, I'm telling you, man, you can't get out. Can't get out of Marvel. It's gonna pull you right back in. Ooh, like I said, that cable not on my radar, but I just all right. Let's take. What's going on, Sean? Yep, we got. I shall buy all of the things. Yeah, Sean, I feel you, man. And considering that I thought the Sideshow Con was really boring, I was ready to take plunge on Doc Ock. I was gonna talk about that on my next live stream. That how boring Sideshow Con is. I wasn't even, there's no figure in Sideshow Con that I got really excited about. I mean, the Spider-Mans are good. I don't see myself getting them though. But man, Hot Toys just dropped the bomb here. And we can say all we want about this mech test Iron Man. But I'm happy for those who missed out on this. Like I never had this, will never buy this. But okay, let's put them up there. My goodness. So let's start off with I think they start off with Iron Man 2. Okay, I'll pull it aside here. Man, and it looks like this is what I'm scared about, this exclusive version, because I am using Big Bad, so this is not going to help me out whatsoever. What's going on, Mike? Sean, I know this is an old figure, Sean, so your chance, man. And I'm sure you're going for the deluxe version. Is this the deluxe version? Yeah, the one with the mechanical arm. That was Jarvis before, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe he's a different guy. I don't know. I mean, they improved this, so I got to give it out to them because they improved this figure so much. I like the head sculpt. I'm sure the body's better. I remember back in 2000 something, maybe 13 or maybe even before that, my friend had this and I was so impressed just because I haven't seen Hot Toys back then, maybe 2012. It's so intricate. I mean, look at those arms. I've seen the original one in person, and this piece right here, does it say the name? No, let's just call him Jarvis. So yeah, this guy was going on for like $70 back then, because I remember my buddy bought one. He never had this, so he bought this. He has the gantry and whatever, so he bought one because it looks really cool. But now I think it's I don't know, for whatever reason, from what I remember, it has a flat paint. This one has some texture on it, some pistons. Beautiful. What's going on, Comic Land? And the head sculpt is improved as well. I'm not a big fan of the younger Tony Stark head sculpt, but I can appreciate the effort that they put in here. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Even on Mark IV, I wasn't a big fan of the sculpt, but I would say that this guy looks great. I mean, the repulsor actually light up. I forgot on the first one if it does. I mean, from this picture right here, it looks like it does light up. And then they included a backdrop as well. I know back then there was a blue arm of some sort. And the funny thing is, isn't that like a third-party company making this figure right now? A third-party company, so they're cutting down this third-party companies, man. And I was about to drop, some third-party bombs. It's the Doc Ock announcement. I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. I believe from So Toys or Toys Era, something in between those two guys. But I gotta give it to Hot Toys. They improved on this one. So hey, what's going on, Marco? Erwin, welcome. Erwin says, "What's up? I'm getting the Whiplash figure, and tomorrow there's supposed to be new figures, but we shall see. And I will probably not watch it because Microsoft conference. I can't miss Halo." Oh, it is Microsoft conference too. Nice. All right, so let's take it. And going back to Sean says deluxe all the way. I agree. I agree with all what's included in the deluxe. And look at those details on the back. I mean, it's probably scary to post this guy around. I've never had the first one. I've seen it. I wasn't really into Iron Man back then. Even now, I love the Iron Man figures, but I would probably pass on this. But if you're an Iron Man collector, it's a must-have. I think it's a must-have, especially you get the Tony Stark heart, I believe, that comes from the special edition. In this one as well, the special edition faceplate for Mark II. Look at those details on the legs, man. That is beautiful. And does it light up? Is it me or it looks like the blue? It has a blue LED right here. Or is it Photoshop? I didn't read the description. See, it looks like it lights up from here. I got so excited, I just jumped right in. So it comes with a backdrop, which is nice. It comes with decent pair of hands. But overall, if I had to guess the price, I would say, I don't know, $320, and that's on the higher side. I hope not. I hope it's not $320 for the deluxe version. Realistically, with how they price their Hot Toys right now, $254 is their new $220, and if it's a deluxe version, I would say this would be around $280. But don't be surprised if it's. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $300 because of how much this is going on for aftermarket. Look at that. I mean, you gotta get this is the light up arc reactor, so this is Sideshow all the way. Then unless you're picking this up from Hong Kong, but I wouldn't mind. Damn, Irwin says $450. I don't know about that, Irwin. That is a little too much because this is not die cast and one of those. I would say $320 max. I don't know how much are you guys willing to pay for this guy though, because I mean it looks nice. Mario says he might have to pick up this mech test for the Hall of Armor display. Good point, Mario. Good point. Mike Moss says easy pass for him. He has I have 13 pre-orders and not doing another unless it's something I really want. I feel you, Mike Moss. I feel you, Mike. I got 19. Probably 15 of those I don't really mind not having, but I pre-ordered them anyway. So, I mean, if you don't, so these things, they're pretty smart because they got two versions. If you do it on Big Bad Toy Store, you can cancel the pre-order anytime. And for the most part, not all the time, there's no NRD. But of course, they made the special edition. I mean, you got to get the special edition. I mean, look at that arc reactor. So now you're going to pre-order this on Sideshow. If you do so, there's an NRD, and now you're going to feel bad not, canceling it because you're going to lose your NRD unless they get delayed again. So I believe correct me guys if I'm wrong, I haven't bought a whole lot of things from Sideshow in a while, but if the item is delayed for more than 3 months, I believe they can give back your NRD. So I think so. I might be wrong on that. Jumping on to the next figure. I love this. I'm going to get this for sure. I mean, not even a debate here. And like I mentioned earlier, I thought Deadpool 2 was okay. It wasn't, I'm not gonna rewatch it again. Not unless I get this figure. I gotta refresh my memory there. But this is what Hot Toys does. They're gonna surprise it. This figure is terrific. I don't know how much this is gonna be for. But let's see. If I had to guess, it was $280 maybe. I would say $280 for this guy. Man, this is another one. The Psionic, am I pronouncing it right? Psionic shield. I hope this is not some, cheap plastic like the one from Spider-Man Homecoming. They're making it hard for me to pre-order these things, man, because I got to get this from Sideshow now, which is, I'm loyal to Big Bad. But this special edition bonuses that they're including is just delicious. Mike Moss says, this is so tempting. Mike, I'm telling you, man, it is kind of weird because Disney just acquired Fox. So now we got Cable, which is the same actor who played Thanos, we might not see Thanos again. I don't know. But now since they acquired them, so now I'm going to get both, which is I don't mind whatsoever. It's just that I want to see him more in the films if I'm gonna get him. And this is a weird decision from Hot Toys as well, because Deadpool 2 has been what 2-3 years ago, and there might not be that much excitement for Cable anymore. But looking at this figure, man, I got excited because as a figure, man, looks good. Look at that pose right there. And I don't even mind the joints. I don't mind the joints whatsoever. You got to give up something. I'd rather have him to be able to pose than this be rubber, this entire arm, and I won't be able to pose him. I'll be scared of cracking the rubbers and whatsoever. So I don't mind that joints in here. You can barely see it. It's kind of like with Winter Soldier. So I don't mind at all. Look at that body, that detail right there, man. Erwin says it's 280 sounds about right. I agree. Maybe 280 because the body's new. They can't reuse a different body. You can't get away with just using a regular TTM 20 or something, or 19. Man, that body looks great. There's a gap in here, to articulate it, and it looks so good. It looks the transition is so seamless. The burnt marks here. Oh man, this would look good on my macro lens. My goodness. And look at that guy right there. That is just so badass. I mean, I gotta get this. Ooh, my goodness. Hot Toys. Why are you doing just when I'm about to just slow down on Hot Toys? For sure, I'm gonna get this. Tony Stark. It depends if there's some request for that to be reviewed. See, there's so many looks that you can get for this Cable, though. It's the shirt out with this look right here with a poncho. Decent amount of accessories. It's not decent, great amount of accessories. Got that shield. Wow. Yeah, hey. 3 looks that you can pull off with this Cable. You can even make it 4 if you just take out the shirt and have him just wear this vest, which I don't know if that's movie accurate or not, but man, he looks badass. I don't care if it's movie accurate or not. That bear on the back, it looks like you can take it off as well. That you got the compass on his palm. Look at the back. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. And I noticed some of the pictures, his eyes do light up, and I thought there was a second head sculpt, but man, they're doing better on this light up features now. And I heard like a Deadpool 2 just sold out too. So he's gonna be hot on the market too, Deadpool. So if you got a Deadpool, which I do have one from the Deadpool 1, if you're not getting Cable, this might be the time to get rid of him. Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 is almost the same, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a few improvements on Deadpool 2, but overall, I think there's aesthetic-wise, they look the same. My Deadpool 1 was okay. I didn't have that wrist problems. The knee pads is still okay. Look at that. I mean, that is just beautiful. If they announce Juggernaut from Deadpool or Cable, I mean, not Cable, Colossus, they would just shit on the I think it's Toys Era that just released Juggernaut or so Toys. Man, they'd be cutting off on their money out there. All right, let me go back to the chat. Erwin says, I just realized Cable will have to be replaced by another actor because he also plays Thanos in Marvel. What's to bring back Thanos back, but as a good guy like in comics, but this Cable is a must get. I agree, Erwin. It'll be weird. Well, I don't know. We're talking about Marvel here. So I keep on looking at this. I always think my camera's here, but I'm using my laptop, which is a crappy camera right now. But yeah, I can't imagine a scene. But then again, by bringing back, I'm just blabbering right now. I'm hoping that X-Men and Avengers would eventually meet at some point, because right now the Avengers is kind of thin on heroes. We still got Black Panther and all that stuff, but we lost the pillars of it. We still got Thor, but I said it in the past, WandaVision is not going to pique my interest, or Falcon and they're made for Disney Plus. But a grand, they can build this slowly. They can put the Avengers just they are, and then slowly introduce the Marvel characters. I mean, the X-Men characters. Then Cable swoops in, and I hope I don't know if it's gonna be weird for fans to see him play as a Cable still, knowing that he's also Thanos. But maybe we'll get over it. I don't know, but that would be nice. Regardless, though, I would get him. Get him. Marcus says the hype is back. Welcome, Austin. Glad to see you here. Danny. Oh, Austin said he missed it. I said something about Tony Stark. Oh, no, we're talking about, Austin, we're talking about the mech test Tony Stark. It's I'm glad that they made that. I'm glad because I'm pro collector. All of my figures I sold, and I get it from a collector standpoint. You want your figures to have a lot of value. So if and when you sell it, it feels like you're a collector. You're collecting something that becomes rare over time. But it's been proven that Hot Toys re-releases figures. That's why it's really a dangerous game to overpay for a figure, because you never know when they're going to re-release the figure. I highly suggest not overpaying over $500. That's just me. So for those who overpaid for Mark 47, I mean, it is what it is. This is the game that we're in. You never know. You take a gamble all the time, so you just take it. But I'm happy for those who are going to get this mech tech Tony Stark. But as far as this Cable, see the light, the eyes does light up here, but without the lights, it still looks beautiful. I don't know if it's really bright like this though. I hope it is, because I do have the for anyone who has the Superman for Justice League, I think they made a terrific job on lighting up his eyes, because even without the lights, the paint application still looks great. So yep. Who released? There's a third-party Cable that came out maybe a year ago or so, and that was a good Cable. And I thought of getting that Cable because I'm getting into third-party stuffs now. I was getting a little bored with Hot Toys before this announcement, honestly, and I'm still gonna dabble into third-party, but I mean, the price of that Cable is gonna dip for sure. I mean, with all the accessories that this guy comes with, how detailed he looks, brand new body. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Josh Brolin, I believe that's his name, Brolin or whatever, his forearms was really big on that movie. And this is a whole new body that they just crafted for him. So if you pre-order this on Sideshow, you get the Psionic Shield. The base looks decent. I like that base. I mean, he comes with decent amount of guns. Hands are great. Must have. I hope it's $280, guys. I please make it $280, not more than $280. I mean, if it's $250, it's even better. But I do hope it's $280. I hope so. All right, let me go back to the chat real quick. Sean says I have the Hot Toys Era one. Oh, okay. And we'll still get this one probably. Sean, are you gonna sell that Toys Era one, or are you gonna keep both? Mike says Hot Toys going crazy with these announcements. I agree. Dude, I know you're gonna get that mech test Tony. Maybe you do have that. I don't know, man. I think I like your avatar. Clipper King. Aside from Cable, it seems from a distance looking back in that Hot Toys are still doing a lot of milking, remakes and repaints. Yep. They do, like with that mech test, the Mark IV. That's why it was a bit boring this past few days. And Clipper King is right. Like they've been doing that a lot. I don't blame them. They're a company, but we're also collectors, so we have every right to be bored with them. I honestly, I was bored. I was talking to Mario right here. We were discussing about third party because we're just the prices are just getting ridiculous for Hot Toys. And they weren't, at least for me, before now, they weren't releasing any exciting figures. 3-0 just announced, I think released Rambo, and I think it looks good, and it's for $189. So I'm excited about this announcement from Hot Toys. kind of got me pumped up again on looking at their products, because I'm really drifting towards third party now. But with cable, it's not gonna pull me right back. Just I mean, I'm always gonna buy Hot Toys. They're the best of the best. But I'm dabbling into some other stuff, other stuffs as well. Let me go back here. Sean says Toys Era made the cable. Oh, thank you, Sean. Austin says, I told you a while back Marvel would be back on top over Star Wars. Hey, Austin, I'm all for that, man. I don't watch Star Wars. I mean, if you like Star Wars, I like everything that, everyone likes. I do watch Star Wars, though, but I like Marvel more. So I'm all for Marvel releases. Mike says, just seen the Mark 46 Illusions. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Mike. That is really unique. Sean says likely will sell it. We're talking about his a cable from Toys Era, and that was a good figure too, Sean. And you know what? Like, if Hot Toys never announced it, or if you never sell it, I couldn't complain, because it looks great. It looks like a Hot Toys figure. Mike Moss got to get that Wonder Woman 84. Mike, I get you, man. I mean, the outfit looks the same. But John says, what's up, guys? What's up, John? John, you see, I don't know, John, if you saw this announcements. You got to get them, man. You got to get them. All right, let's get to this. I know we got a few Star Wars fans in here that are really excited about this Anakin. And he's writing I believe, Snap. I've never seen a single episode of Clone Wars, so forgive me for this. But as Clipper King was saying, reused. I wouldn't even, the head sculpt, it looks like a different hair though, so I wouldn't even call it a reuse. I know Mark IV was different materials and all that stuff, but this looks great if you are, like if you're into Clone Wars. Man, this poncho looks beautiful with wires. It looks like it's floating in the air. I love it. The wind is going this way. This is where you miss Clipper King reviewing, man. His poses are, this looks like a Clipper King pose right here. This one too. I mean, this looks great. I don't know the scene, so I'm not going to talk much about this guy. I do have the old Anakin Skywalker. When they announced this on Sideshow Con, him and Obi-Wan, there's a lot of chatter whether they're going to, whether the value of the original is going to dip. It might take a little hit, but I don't think it's going to be that much, honestly, guys. I do have the old Anakin, not the dark side version, just the light side Anakin. Never bought Obi-Wan. I should have, for the purpose of selling it. I have so much time to get him from Big Bad. Big Bad had him for forever. Now it's sold out. People wanted it for a lot of money. Too bad. But as far as this guy, I mean, he looks good. This piece right here, Stap, I believe, it's going to be sought after. So if you are, I mean, this hologram pieces looks good too. And I was watching an PJ stream earlier, and they got kind of giggly when they saw Ahsoka's, I believe is her name, hologram here. So there's hope. There is hope. But wouldn't it be weird, because his face is obviously not from the cartoons, and if they release her and she's more like animated, because him too, so I don't know, would that look good? I guess it's better than nothing, I guess it's better than nothing. I know Danny and Mario, you're both Star Wars fans, and I know you guys are clamoring for this figure, Ahsoka's. So would that look weird if she's more like animated and these guys are not? Like, they look like they're from the movies, but this is based from an animated TV series, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so again, there's a special edition of the poncho. See, I don't know the relevance of that poncho, but I like it. I like it for so many reasons. So if I was gonna get this, which I'm not, I might. I think this is gonna get a lot of hits, so I might get this. I might even watch the Clone Wars for this. See, if you're a reviewer, and you love this, this is the type of figures that would get a lot of hits for sure. So if I was PJ, I'll be all over this. Okay, so let's move on from this. Let me go back to the chat real quick. So John Hens, Paulo says sculpted hair on Wonder Woman looks great. I agree. One thing I would say though, Paulo, is we're gonna get into that. It looks like, I don't know, do you guys think that the head sculpt is the same as the Golden Age version? Because the Golden Age looks really great. I wonder why didn't they just didn't use that head sculpt into this one and put a tiara on it. I don't know, because that one looks great. I guess so. We're gonna buy both. Like John says, we gotta collect them all. Wise, hey, what's going on? Danny says, I pass on prequel releases hoping for Clone Wars armor. I'm happy for these releases. I'm sure you are. I know a lot of people are, Danny. Mario says he's all in for the snap. And John says that Iron Man is sick. Yes, it is. I don't even know where it's from. That I guess it's from the Spider-Man, a brief cameo of some sort. Okay, so there's two versions. No one's going to buy this. No one's going to buy this non-deluxe version, I believe, without the snap. Okay, now to Wonder Woman. Man, that head sculpt looks good too. Not as great as the Golden Age or Golden whatever version. That one I do like. I'm not even mad about the sculpted hair though. I'm not mad at all, because the rooted hair on Wonder Woman, they tried twice and it's not working. So I'm glad they went this route. However, let me pull up that the golden version, because I thought that was spot on. And I get what they're doing here. They want you to buy both, which I'm not gonna do, because this looks like my, outside of the head sculpt, I mean, it looks like my Justice League version, which is, I'm probably just gonna snipe this head sculpt on the third party, like on eBay or something, or some Monkey Depot. Let's see. Oh, where is that? The Wonder Woman. Okay, golden armor version. Okay, so I'm not gonna get this golden armor because it's $360. However, okay, I can't put them side by side, but okay, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, the golden armor just looks so much better, in my opinion. This is no slouch though, but I just feel like I'm gonna get it still. I might not get the entire figure. I'm just gonna get the head sculpt. There's no new accessories here that would make me just get this just by itself. I mean, it looks good. They're bending the arms. They are really it looks like the arm here is bent a lot better. Maybe it's a new body. Who knows? Okay, I like this lasso. Not enough to okay, so the arms looks, it's, you know what the problem with mine, with my Justice League version, is the armpit. I left it on a museum pose, and now it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like sticking together. I'm kind of scared to move it, honestly. And yeah, I don't even blame Hot Toys. There's no other way to do it. But why is it that Fison doesn't have that problem, though? So they got to contact Fison, man. I mean, this looks good, though. Looks good. Looks like every Wonder Woman besides the hair. I mean, the head sculpt. This is a good bend right here. She probably had a crack after this. Or they're just really brave. I mean, it looks beautiful. Shouldn't be more than $250 though, because the deluxe version for Wonder Woman, I think it comes with more. This one doesn't even come with a shield, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, he got those. Yeah, she doesn't come with a shield or a sword. She comes with this lasso that is in motion. I guess a tiara, which she probably just used one in the movie once. The base is decent, if you don't want that huge base from Justice League. And the special edition. Yeah, so this, if I was gonna get this, God damn it, Wonder Woman, I might get this. I don't know, because if I'm just looking for a head sculpt, I'll get the armored version. The what do you call that? The golden armor version. The problem with that is it's way too expensive. Maybe I'll just get the $300 one, because if this is, imagine if this is $250 and you already have the Justice League version like myself, it's pretty much the same. So add another 50 and you kind of paid for the head sculpt, because you can swap out the head sculpt and put the helmet on the Justice League version, and now you can hide her face. That's what I'm going to do. Damn, I'm smart. All right, let's go back to the chat. All right, so let's go here. Where did I stop? Okay. Mike says that head sculpt on the golden does look better. Let's see, I compared it, and yeah, it's two different head sculpt. And it's not about the rooted hair. I could care less if it's not rooted. If it's a messy hair, why make it rooted? But I think the actual sculpt on the face is better on the golden version. Y says we are about to see more Obi-Wan, classic Spider-Man, and maybe more. I hope you're right. I'm all for any new releases at this point. Mike says should have been sculpted hair. John says now got me thinking I need to keep an Aquaman for myself with what we release. John, you gotta. Did you? So I got the Aquaman version. There's so much hype. I saw it on Mario. They canceled your Aquaman, right? I never thought the day would come that thing would get sold out, but it did. I'm surprised, especially that we have another Aquaman. Austin says, John, what Iron Man are you talking about? I just got online. Austin, it's the go to Hot Toys website. It's the like Spider-Man dream sequence of something. Danny says that might leave some brown paint marks on the skin when turning head. True, you are right, Danny. Not even turning heads. Like I think the hair is just pointing, just resting on her shoulders. And Lanky says, what's up? You look at the Infinity Wonder Woman bust head sculpts. John says Iron Man from last Spider-Man. Erwin says getting Wonder Woman because it's not rooted hair. I get you there, Erwin. I got you. You know what? At this point, I just want the best head sculpt, because I'm okay with the Justice League version. It's serviceable. It's not horrible, but it's still, everyone would know it's Wonder Woman if it's in the dress. But if you take out that head sculpt and just put it somewhere, and you get somebody who doesn't know Hot Toys, they would. I bet you they wouldn't know it's Gal Gadot. Shafiq says, from all 5 announcements from Hot Toys, which are you getting? It's Cable for sure, not even a question. Austin says, where do you find that? In the Facebook? Okay. Erwin says, yeah, face is better on armored version. See, I thought at first I was just because it would make sense if they would just get that head sculpt. And if they want to make a separation, yes, make the hair sculpted, but use that sculpt. But it looks like they use a different one here altogether. And sometimes we complain if they use the same sculpt over and over. But we do that if the sculpt is bad, kind of like with Leia, who doesn't have a reaction or so. But when it's actually good, keep on using them, keep on reusing them. And yeah, Mario says his Sideshow Justice League Aquaman was canceled, found it cheaper in pop culture, so it worked out. Man, saved about $67. Congratulations, Mario. Yeah, that Aquaman, I'm probably going to release the review Friday. I'm going to have a comparison. I do like the single version better. And a lot of people are crapping on it because it can't move, which is true. However, the Justice League Aquaman is not the most articulated figure either. I guess how do I say this? It articulate him by like this much, because the Aquaman version can go this much, and the Aquaman version Justice League can go this much. So, John says, what was your thoughts on Aragorn? I was a little disappointed. John, I don't know if you saw some pictures on the comments, because I think I know what thread you're talking about. The one on Sideshow, they don't know how to take videos or light their. The other one, the one from Asmus, looks a little better. It's not a slam dunk though, but I'm still gonna get it, John. I have to. He's the only one missing from me. I have to at this point. I already passed him twice. The first Aragorn, I wasn't really impressed, and rightfully so. The slim version, I'm kicking myself because that's $170, which I should have gotten, but I didn't because I thought they were gonna give one to me, but they never did. So, but this time, for sure, I'm gonna get that for sure. All right, so let me just pull this up here. So while we're in the man, Wednesday night, and we're popping. We're like 29 people earlier. This is great. Okay, let me remove this real quick and hold on. Let's do this. How do I do this again? Oh, how do I? Okay, here you go. I'm going back and forth. Whatever, man. All right. Fucking technology, bro. Okay, so and then I think Austin was asking for this Iron Man right here. That looks great. It looks one of those customizers that just get a, that's really good. It looks like a Mark 46, if I'm not mistaken. And then somebody took a Dremel and then just started going nuts on his Mark 46. That's how it feels like. This looks like an expensive figure, though. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned with its movement because there's a lot of moving parts in here. However, are you really gonna post this a lot, though? This is meant to just look like a badass in your shelf. Like, if you're an Iron Man collector, even though it didn't make a big role or on the movie or through Iron Man itself, it's so unique that even me myself, I'm thinking of getting this. I won't because I'm pretty sure this is going to be at least $400, $420, which is too steep for something that I just kind of like. But it looks great, though. I wish we got Robert Just a Fan here because I know he watches this zombie Iron Man and all that stuff. Never watched any of those, but if anything, I think this would resemble those. I mean, there's like a skull underneath. The base looks great. I mean, you got the mini drones in here. You still got those puzzle pieces and the Mysterio ones here. Let's see. I mean, it is beautiful. You got some wires hanging out from him. You know what? I forgot what the scene is all about. Honestly, the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man series, Far From Home and then Homecoming. I thought the actor was going to be a right fit. He just has the look and he has the, I guess it looks like he does have the part. But so far, I'm not digging his Spider-Man, honestly. But I thought like the problem I think with the Amazing Spider-Man with Garfield was that he's a great Spider-Man. He's quick, he's funny, he's witty. He's a terrible Peter Parker. And I thought whatever he's Tom Holland would be a perfect combo for two because he's not a he's not like he doesn't look like a jock, but he looks kind of nerdish. But I don't know. So far, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But then again, it's Sony, so there you go. I mean, it looks great, man. Does this light up? It looks like it does light up. I mean, from here, or it could be just Photoshop. I hope the base is. Oh wow! Did you see his leg? It reminded me of that from Age of Ultron. If you guys bought that Mark I Ultron, which is kind of like that would be a nice pair for this guy. Like the beat up Ultron. See, I sold that figure to Mario. Yeah, I sold it to him. So this would be okay. So there's like a tombstone there. The base looks great, man. Does it light up? Okay, so that's all that it comes with. Maybe it's not gonna be 420. Maybe it's be like 380. Kind of like I highly doubt it. Who am I kidding here? It's not gonna be 380. Let's see let's see the description here. 1/6 scale. Helmeted head with LED light up. Okay. Shattered Iron armor, revealing the mechanical LED light up function of the arc reactor. Elaborated. Oh, it does light up. LED light up function design. Oh man, I might buy this base if I'm not gonna buy the figure. I might. Wow, looks nice. Man, those are it. So out of this 4 announcement from Hot Toys, there's a few mights and one definitely. So this is a might. Might get it. I might get this. Honestly, though, I mean, if it's anything more than 254, I'm just gonna get the Golden Age, and I don't even have any. How do I say this? I don't have any intentions of picking that up initially. But if this is like 274 or 260, man, just add $40, and it's a better head sculpt. If you already have a Wonder Woman, though, if you already have Justice League or the BVS Wonder Woman, but if you don't, if you're starting from scratch, then obviously this is the way to go, because you got the classic armor, and the head sculpt is not bad. It's not. It's better than what they've released before. So this is also a might. It depends on the. I guess you know what not that I hate doing reviews of Star Wars, but because I don't know anything about them, I sound like an idiot when I'm reviewing them. Although they do get a lot of hits, man. They do get a lot of hits. This one for sure, not even a question. Unless it becomes $320, then I'm now gonna pick that up. But 280 max, I'm in. It shouldn't really be 280, man. Maybe like more like 270, and that's pushing it. This guy also a maybe, more like a no, but a maybe. Yeah, but this looks. I mean, if you're gonna get that, skip the 2 non-stop version. That shouldn't even be there. And like this guy, unless the price difference is astronomical. But if they're gonna treat it like Captain Marvel, which the price difference is $23. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. So, man, those are the announcements from. We can go into Sideshow and we can take a look at some of the announcements there, but I don't think there was anything exciting, even on the statue side. So let's go back to the chat here for a sec. Let's see. All right. Shafiq says, will you do a live later when Hot Toys uploaded their Hot Toys tour? I could. I definitely could. Hot Toys Junkie says, hey, what's up, Hot Toys Junkie? It's funny so many complain about articulation when 80% of the community figures are in museum poses. I get that. You know what? I get what you're saying, but if you like, you always want that option. Otherwise we'd buy statue, which I did buy a statue, but for somebody who likes to take pictures, you always wanted that option. Now, being displayed, I agree. I keep my guys in a museum pose, but I would love to have that option to articulate them if needed. It says, she says, but I think Mark 46 is a plastic version since it doesn't state die-cast version. You might be right. You might be right. And you know what? It doesn't take it away if it's plastic. It's going to be cheaper. Aesthetic wise, it looks good, so I don't even complain about that. Paulo says its light up base would be dope, and it looks like it is light up, Paulo. So Hot Toys Junkie says, even if the base lit up, how often would you turn it on and repose? More often than you think. These are features that you want to have even if you're not going to use it. Because if you start giving them a pass for not giving you some features, and that's fine if they don't want to make it light up base, but also like with Aquaman, they should have made the base light up, but they didn't. I thought they should have knocked down the price a little bit, So you can't take away options and not take away prices, if that makes sense. Well, he says, will you get Cable? I am tempted, but do not have a Deadpool figure. I will get Cable for sure. And I do have Deadpool. I think that helps. But even if I don't have Deadpool, you can worry about that later. I think there's a lot of Deadpools going around there. But yeah, I will definitely get that Cable because it just looks so damn good. Erwin says, is this a Civil War Iron Man? It looks like it, Erwin. It looks like the Mark 46. Austin says, have you seen the new Hot Toys Classic Spider-Man figure? It looks really good. I've seen it, Austin. So far, I don't know if it's the light. I don't like the material because it looks like one of those shiny material that they use. The one that looks like the advanced suit. Because I always view the classic Spider-Man as cloth. Now I get it if it's gonna, but the Spider-Man 3, I believe, is cloth, and it's still doing pretty good. I have the Amazing Spider-Man, who I've had it for 5 years, and it's still holding up. So I would rather stick to, classic version if we're talking about classic. Austin, I'm still holding up for a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I don't even care about the head sculpt, just the design. I know they can base it off the game, but at least make it true to the film. Aaron says it's Mark 46. Mario says, agreed. Mark 1 Ultron would look great with this dead Iron Man. I just sold Ultron Mark 1 a few days ago. Yep. That's the story of our lives, Mario. Paula says, Endgame Cap is taking so long. I know. So the only one that I'm really excited about of my pre-orders are Endgame Cap. Thor I can live without. If they decided to cancel Thor altogether, I got the Infinity War Thor. I'm happy with that. But Endgame Cap and Mark 85, those two I'm really excited for. Both 85s as well. John says, surprised they didn't piggyback on Obi-Wan release with Anakin. I think they're gonna do it, John, because I saw some previews on the Sideshow Con, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that as well. Austin says he's waiting for the Mark 85 Endgame Cap and Spider-Man Far From Home figure. Same here, Austin. I forgot about that Spider-Man. I would love to get that Spider-Man Far From Home figure because I don't have any The only Spider-Man I have as of the moment is the advanced suit and the Amazing Spider-Woman from Garfield. I just like the look of that costume for whatever reason. It looks like the classic one for me, so... Sean says it's the Mark 47. Sean, I think it's 46. 47 is like the silver bits. But it would make sense to make it the 47, wouldn't it? Because that's the suit that he used for Homecoming. So, Shafiq says Hot Toys announced the price for Cable. It's $217 USD converted. God damn! Wow. So if we put in the sideshow tax, which they would, that would be around $255 with taxes and shipping, almost $300. You know what? I don't purchase from Hong Kong because the shipping is ridiculous. But for this Cable, I might make an exception. I might. Terrence Collect says, has your Deadpool started flaking? I'm so tempted by that Cable figure, and I'm considering picking up Deadpool 2 figure, but I'm worried that it'll flake at all. Terrence, from experience, and I might be an outlier here because my collection is on a basement, and then I live in a place where there's no humidity whatsoever. It's in Illinois. It gets really cold in here. It gets really hot, but there's no humidity whatsoever. So none of my figures have flaked. Even the Crow, which is famous for flaking, never flakes. So I might not be the best source as far as flaking is concerned. But if you're asking for my Deadpool, I got Deadpool 1, no flaking whatsoever. If I say, where can you see the price? I believe they have some contacts from Hong Kong or so. Mario says Cable will be like $267. Mario, I'll be okay with that. I'll be fine with all the features that it comes with. It lights up head, a whole new body, really nice design. I'm okay with that. Oh, okay. Shafiq says look into secret base page. Okay, all right. Austin says, I guess we're not going to get Iron Mark 1. I know, Austin. You know what? I've been I think everyone's been lobbying for a Mark 1 diecast. That Mark 5 and Mark 6, a re-release. I don't know if they're going to do it all at once because they already unleashed some bombs right now, but it would make sense to I guess, at least hint those. They don't even need to release it. Just put it on the Sideshow Con on the back. just a teaser of some sort, and they don't need to announce it. Knowing that Mark 5, because it would make sense. We got Whiplash. So, I mean, would you really get that without knowing if you're going to get Mark 5? That doesn't make any sense. And I know a lot of people are clamoring for Mark 5, including me. If you already have Mark 5, good, but that would be an easy money for Hot Toys. I think put in Mark 5, Mark 6, heck, even make Mark 4. And then you announce Mark 1. Hell, what the hell? Release all, like 7 is still out there. Release all of them from 1 to 6. Re-release. I don't think anyone's going to complain. I know I wouldn't. Even if I do have those, I think some collectors might. But for the most part, I think most people are going to be happy. Terrence says, damn, guess I'll have to go look into getting a dehumidifier because the figure itself, because it can get a little more humid where I live. Yep, Terrence might want to invest on those, or they put something on pleather material so it wouldn't flake. So that might be a worth investing to. Sean says, I think Mark 1 diecast will be MMS 600. Hey, good call. Might be. I hope they don't wait till MMS 1000. That would take a while. I know they were like doing that for Man of Steel back then. They waited like MMS 200. So you might have something here, Sean. So I got a few more for that, I think at least. Focus Kodi says, will there be a Mark 5 reissue? Kodi, we're not sure, but if I have to bet my money on it, there will be. There will be. Austin says, I have the Mark 5 and 6 already. Good for you, Austin. I sold my 6. If they re-release those 2, definitely will get them. Fai said, should I get Deadpool 2 figure now? Not sure, as I collect only Avengers Hot Toys currently. I would say yes. You know what? Deadpool he could be a standalone character. That if you like the movie somehow, and Deadpool is an iconic character, in a sense now. He became a pop culture now. That I would say, even if you don't put them right next to the Avengers, you can display him by himself. And honestly, Deadpool is one of those figures that are just really fun to have, because you can get away if you like photography or just taking pictures or poses. The suit is fine. I've never had any problems with mine. You can swap out the eyes. It's magnetic, the one on his back, like the swords. It's a really fun figure. I would get Deadpool 2, depending on the price. Now, if you're going to get that, you might as well get it now. I'll try to hunt for Deadpool 2 with you guys. I got some contacts in Hong Kong, so I'll see, and I'll post it on my channel if I ever get one. But yes, to answer your question, it's a really fun figure. Which announcement do you prefer more, this year or last year? What was last year? I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, correct me guys if I'm wrong. Last year was the isn't that the Two-Face? If that's the case, I only bought Two-Face. You know what? Let's see. I said Toy Fair when they said Toy Fair 2019. Okay, so it looks like if I'm the Toy Fair last year was Scarlet Spidey, Two-Face, which I did buy. Stan Lee in a Guardians of the Galaxy suit, and Neon Tech Iron Man. Yeah. Definitely this one though. And then, I think there's a Dark Side Anakin. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm just looking at pictures here. Black Panther's dad, I forgot his name, which is still available at Sideshow. They can't give this guy away. And I think it's a good figure. It's just not relevant enough. Yeah, I think this year, because at least with the inclusion of Cable, I'm really excited about him. Dan Young says the Mark 5 is a bit out of scale, too tall, not sure how much it would cost to remold to properly scale. Hey, Dan, I'll be happy with just a regular Mark 5. It was my fault. I thought Mark 5 was going to hang around for a long time. It obviously didn't. Now it's really expensive. And honestly, if I don't get Mark 5 or 6, I'll be fine as long as I get Mark 85. It just would look good, in my opinion, in my Hall of Armor. But if I don't get him, life goes on. If they do announce it, I'll buy them for sure. Braulio, what's going on? Austin said, I'm going to get that Whiplash figure also. Brawley says, do you think Hot Toys will make a Kodi Clone Wars version? They will. Yeah, they're going to milk this Clone Wars version for sure. It's moneymaker for them. Easy money. Austin says, do you check out Sideshow Virtual Tour? And did you think about, and what do you think about it? I did check it out, Austin. I thought it was not that impressive. The only figure that I saw that was kind of worth getting was the Spider-Man, but I'm still like 50-50 on it. So I wasn't that impressed on it, to be honest with you. I was more impressed with what was announced today. Now, if they showcase this tomorrow, that's a different story. Let's see. Focus Kodi says, Age of Ultron Hawkeye worth getting. Kodi, no. Sold mine for $150. Couldn't get rid of it fast enough. No. If you're getting a Hawkeye, just get the Endgame version. The announcement last year was Iron Patriot, Battle Damage 85, Rocket Endgame. Okay, all right. So if that's the case, I like 85. Okay, so if that is the case, then I guess last year's was better, because I think Battle Damage 85 would top any of these announcements. And we haven't even seen the quarter scale Spider-Man. Austin says Mark 85 is going for $1,800 right now. Okay, so if you guys are in a market for 85, please do not pay $1,800 for it. And if somebody's willing to buy it, Austin, sell yours. I'm guaranteeing you guys they're gonna re-release it. They're gonna re-release 5 and 6 and maybe even 4. I can guarantee it. Mario says, don't know how different a Kodi Clone Wars version would be different from the version coming out. That's true. That's true, Mario. I forgot that they're even coming out with the... Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, Austin was asking earlier. You see, maybe I didn't pay attention because I don't, watch... I don't pay attention to Star Wars releases all that much. But there was wasn't there like a George Bush? I think it's Django. And I think Django Fett is the equivalent for... I guess for us non-Star Wars collectors, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mario, or maybe it's just PJ who's just clamoring for Django. He might be the equivalent of Mark I for Marvel collectors, right? Like if you're a Star Wars collector, you wanted a Django Hot Toys, and then they showed it on Sideshow, and they said it looks like George Bush, which I kind of see it, but I don't necessarily agree with that. But it's all right. And then let's see, I got another one here. Okay, maybe I should close this one. When I was gonna go on stream, this wasn't even my my intention, and I mean this Hot Toys one. All right, so let me just pull this up real quick before I jump into the oh god, never mind, it went away. I don't know if you guys saw that Doc Ock by Toys Era, but I was going to talk about that first and foremost because it looks awesome. Okay, let me share my screen here. Okay. All right, so I think this is better. I don't know. I wish I could do a side by side. I'm gonna make a video about these announcements anyway, because for others who didn't tune into live stream and doesn't want to listen to an hour of me talking nonsense, I'll make it like a quick video, 10-minute video. I'll put it out tonight. But I think this looks good. I think this looks better than the Wonder Woman that they announced, head sculpt wise, just the head sculpt. And my problem with this is the rooted hair is nice until you put the helmet on, and now it's gonna get ruined. Now, how are you going to put it back in this form? You can't. That's why my plan now is to get this, put my Wonder Woman head in here, put a helmet on so you can't see her face, and now use this for my Wonder Woman one. But there's no tiara. Whatever, man. I'll figure it out. All right, Brawley says they might even do a Dark Mode Clone Wars, which is similar to the Han Solo release version. Hey, if I was Hot Toys, I'm going to ride Star Wars right now. Easy money. Easy money. So I agree with you. Austin says Marvel is better than Star. Austin, like Marvel hasn't. The thing with Marvel is they're with as far as toys, the ones that they're coming with are from old movies. They're writing on the movie that was a year old. Like but with at least with Star Wars, I'm not even a Star Wars fan. They're writing on Mandalorian right now. So Unknown Caller says, when are the new pre-orders going live? Unknown, if I had to guess, tomorrow afternoon. If you're going for Sideshow, which I believe most people here are. Mark 46 is also a possibility for re-release because it's in high demand and most collectors' favorite. I agree. You know what? Mark 46 I sold it for a good price though. And I thought at that time it was a good price for $700. I was not going to do that. But the price was too good. So would I pick it up again if they re-release it? Probably not. Yeah, as much as I like the figure, I'll probably be happy with just 5 and 6 at this point. 6, you know what? I sold 6 because I got 4, and I thought they were too similar outside of the arc reactor. And I told myself, like, why would I even keep 2 Ironmans that look similar? And it's like almost $1,000 sitting on your shelf. Little did I know that $1,000 sitting on my shelf would have been $2,000 sitting on my bank account had I sold them later on. So that was a bad error on my part. Erwin says we're all going to be switching Wonder Woman heads. Hey, Erwin, you know it. Hey, man, once it gets released, you know we're all going to be fighting for it on eBay. So Mario says Clone Troopers in general will be the easiest money for Hot Toys. I know, dude, even those Star Wars, those Sideshow Clone Troopers are going for insane amount of money. And they're not even that good. I remember buying one for my friend, and I was already like with Big Bad Toy Store at this time. And back then my allowance for Big Bad was so little that all I can afford is that. So I bought that for him. And boy, now it's so expensive. I want to get it back from him. I was like, hey, you know what? Can I give you $100? And because he doesn't even, I don't know if he opened it. He's not into this. So Chief says, what's your worst regret figure that you sold? Oh man, there's a lot. But if I had to get it back, I sold it to a good friend of the channel though, and Mario, probably Batman Forever. I think I sold it to him for 180. And at that time I sold it for 180 because I was just so pissed that I cannot move the goddamn figure. It's like a statue. You move the arm around, it gets creased, and I was just like, you know what? F this. But I can live with that because I sold it to a good person though. That and Mark 6. Worst regret, the figure that I didn't sell, however, though, is the Doctor Strange. Boy, it was going for $800 at one point. The first Doctor Strange. Had I known, I was stepping away from Hot Toys at that point in time. I wasn't paying attention to the price. I was just like, all right, I might retire soon, and getting this, and man, I should have sold it for $800. Prince Ali says thoughts on the Toys Era Octopus. You know what? Let's pull it up, Prince Ali, since you mentioned that. That was going to be the topic that I would have all night. I'd Hot Toys not, ransack this night. My goodness. Oh man, there's like Toys Era comparison here for Ben Hoffman. See, man, Toys Era did a pretty good job on that cable. They did a pretty good job. For a third-party company, I got to give it to them. Obviously, Hot Toys would have the leg up, but all right, let's go to Toys Era real quick here while we're at it. I am glad that there's a company like Toys Era. Okay, so let's start off with this. Oops. Okay. And let's do this. Toys Era. Bam. Guys, That looks great. I tell you right now, Toys here got to get a better photographer though, because this shot is not. And the paint might be a little rough here. I would say this though, Toys era. I had a bad taste on Toys era when they did the Joker. I just never liked that Joker they did. The prototype looks so good, and the final product was bad. The humorist looks like, so I mean, they do make good figures, don't get me wrong, but the two recent releases I'm not too fond of. But this one, if they just keep this as it is, it's a must-have. I mean, I'm gonna get this. Who am I kidding? This is one of those figures that I firmly believe Hot Toys would not do. So if they wouldn't do it, and Spider-Man is one of their cash cows right now. He kind of replaced Iron Man. Iron Man in terms of armor. The only relevance with Iron Man right now are the previous armors, re-releases. But Spider-Man with the game and everything, that's going to be their cash cow. And guess what? He has no villains. His villains are New Goblin. If we're talking about just purely Hot Toys, they got New Goblin, Electro. Two that are really bad. And then you add this on. I mean, look at that head sculpt. It looks great, in my opinion, for a third party. Obviously your expectations should be a little bit, down compared to a Hot Toys here. But how much do you guys think this would be, though? I want to see your guess. Toys era, see their Joker with the two head sculpts is around almost $200. This has one head sculpt, but those look great. And this Doc Ock, I would say this, regardless of which era your Spider-Man's at, I would say would be relevant. You might say, hey, the Spider-Man I do have is, Tom Holland one. I mean, it's two different eras. Doc Ock is Doc Ock, man. Unless they make it. Oh, look at that. It looks great on this scene too. Oh, man. I wish this is under $300. It should be under $300 because it's unlicensed. But with this, if I had to guess $220, I would say $220, and I'll be fine with it for $220. And speaking of which, third party, guys, go check out this. Nope. I don't know if you guys are into third party, but this is where I get my third party. And I just bought from them the Joker, and they ship really fast. I'm gonna get this as well. I sold mine for $400 with the Demon Bats. The thing with this is that with Scarecrow, I mean, he doesn't look realistic even on pictures. So why get the legit version? See, this Joker is $114. I think I bought it for $114. Mine was $114. And they ship really fast, and they got this Miles Morales here. If you are in the on the market for a third party, go to 1/6 corner, and I'll put it on the link here. Use the code just optical 20. You'll get a little bit of discount. They gave me that just promo code. I don't really get anything out of it, really. The only thing that I kind of get from them is that if something's getting released, I told them to get it to me faster. And I don't know if that's going to happen because I haven't really worked with him yet. But he seems like a good guy. Because they get it first, then Toys Wonderland, at least for the third party, not Hot Toys, just third party. Because they're based off, I think, China or something, and Toys Wonderland is in Hong Kong. So they said most of the factories, they get it right away. I know they're working with another guy that's third party releases, but I've been kind of going to third party lately. I saw Sean Shack Redemption. It is really it's getting my interest so far. So let's take a look at those. Oh, I don't, like before this release, I'm telling you guys, I've been kind of like and even after this release, honestly, the Cable is the only one that I would get for sure. The other ones, maybe, but these guys, let me put them on the screen again. I don't know why I closed that, but this is some of those things that I kind of wanted to tackle on. I'm a huge gamer as well, so I saw that Red Dead Redemption. I have actually haven't played Red Dead Redemption, but I'm gonna get this for sure. This Scarecrow. This one I did get. Miles Morales. See, this is the problem I have. If you're a third party and you're what, like $40 less than Hot Toys, would you even? I know it's released now, and you're gonna get a lot faster rather than waiting 8 months. But once Hot Toys releases, then for sure this would be irrelevant. But I get it. If you want to get it now, maybe this one. If I have to get one, because I think this is rooted here. I'm really interested in this. I like the movie Shawshank Redemption. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, look at this, $113. And this Leo, I saw the head sculpt. It looks really good as well. These are some figures that Hot Toys would never touch. And if you like a particular movie, like Inception, I love Inception. Hey, this would be a good companion now. But $250, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little too much for a third-party figure. Yeah, if you're in a market for this, I know they got Juggernaut releasing really soon. This one I did pre-order, The Last of Us. I really love that game. I love the first game. The second game was okay. It's not as good as the first game, but I know they're releasing Juggernaut. That is a bit expensive, though, this guy. My contact here at 16 Corner told me if I wanted this, I can get this maybe in a couple of days, but it is, how much is this for? It's a little expensive. I know it's it doesn't show the price there. Oh, let's click on it. This is a pre-release. Does it say it's heavy as well, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna pay more for the shipping. So it doesn't say the actual price, but you got a pre-order of $20. But yeah, if you guys are trying to get one, this is where I get my third-party figures. So check that out. I'm going back to the chat here. Okay. Mario says 46 is probably my favorite Iron Man piece in my collection. I've been tempted so many times to sell it, but can't go through with it. Mario, if the price is right, let go of it, man. The price is right. Okay, Prince. Okay, so Prince, I think I answered your question there. Definitely gonna get it. Definitely. Erwin says, I regret not getting the Nightmare Batman. I don't know what I was thinking on passing it. I got you, Erwin, man. So somebody sold me the Nightmare Batman for $150. And then he changed his mind and I felt bad. And I told him, okay, give me my $150 back and here's your Nightmare. That's what happens when you're trying to be nice. Ray says, will there be a new Bruce Lee? Ray, I hope so. Bruce Lee, I believe it's Blitzway. I've never had any Bruce Lee yet, so I do hope so. Austin says, Batman Forever, was that made by Hot Toys? Yes, Austin, it was made by Hot Toys, I think 3 years ago. That's the one with a 2-pack, and you can get the Brazilian Michael Keaton. Adrian, what's going on? Baby Yoda from Sideshow looks great, better than Hot Toys. I agree, man. The Baby Yoda. This is one of those rare instances where Sideshow is actually better than Hot Toys. And I agree with you, Adrian, 100%. And from what I learned, the one who made Baby Yoda is not actually Sideshow, but the one who made the Baby Yoda from the show. So that made sense that they're better. And I think Sideshow knows too that their Baby Yoda is better than Hot Toys because they raised it by $25. So Shafiq says, how's the quality on Toys era products? Never bought one before. You know what, Shafiq? Me neither. Never bought any Toys era, but I can speak for Toys, So Toys. They're okay. It doesn't feel cheap. The one that I recently gotten from SW Toys Joker, outside of the hands that are shiny, I can't complain. The thing too is that those third party, like the Joker that I bought, is a third of a price of Hot Toys. So technically you can buy 2 for the price of 1, and it's not that bad. It's not, so I think they're passable. If you have other Hot Toys to surround those, you'll be fine. Spare hands as well. Dan Young says, do you think Hot Toys will release a new Thor from the first Avengers movie to go with the new Loki? Dan, I think so. You're right. I think they're going to re-release the Avengers line from 2012 if we see it on Endgame. Did we see them on Endgame? I think we did. Even the Hulk, I'm not going to be surprised if they re-release that Hulk because he made a cameo in that Endgame movie. Man, they got to milk that franchise, though. I mean, they already have it. Okay, the Doc Ock is 250, says Irwin. Prince Ali says 220 to 250. Yeah, I would buy that for that range. You know, like I said, I don't think we're gonna see that from Hot Toys. Sean says, I want this one, but man, since I don't have any Toby Spider-Man, I don't know. Sean, so I tackled that. I think it would look okay with any Spider-Man. I mean, at the end of the day, that's Doc Ock. And Sean, make no mistake, I believe that Hot Toys will make the Toby Spider-Man, not the Toby Spider-Man, but his suit based off the game, since they already have the license for the game. So I think they're gonna make that. You might not get the Toby head sculpt, but I'm sure somebody's gonna make them. Limb Toys or something. So just keep an eye on that. Sean says, definitely want a video game Doc Ock. You know what, Sean? They might make that. They might make that. Hot Toys might make that. So you're right. Mario says Hot Toys did a DX Bruce Lee. Yeah, Mario, that was a while back. Is it DX04? Yeah, that was like with the Michael Jackson too. Austin says, no, Mario, don't you do it. You'll regret it. Mario, sell it, man, for $1,200. Hey, Arrow, you're late to the party, man. Still, welcome. Ariel, were you watching is PJ done? I was watching PJs and I was just like, you know what? I gotta jump in, man. I gotta jump in. Adrian says he pre-ordered Lady Venom. What do you think about that? Adrian, is it the third party, the Lady Venom? Let me go back to 6 scale, 1/6 corner. Have any of you guys buy third party? Because I just was recently introduced to third party. I'm not gonna lie to you, because of the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I thought Hot Toys was gonna dive into that, or Blitzway at least, because it looks like they have the license for the quarter scale. But I gave in. You know, I was like, yeah. My mentality is that if I buy that Joker from SW Toys, worst case scenario, if Blitzway announces a Joker, I'm hoping that they come with 2 head sculpts. So I can just get the head sculpt from, let's say, Blitzway, if it comes with 2, and pop it in to the SW Toys Joker. So that was my mentality on this one. Because I did that with my DX11 Joker, where it comes with 2 head sculpts. So I bought, you know, like a bootleg version of Joker and just pop it in there. But now, since I was browsing through that website, the 1/6 corner, I realized what I was missing on. Man, there's a lot of third party that looks great that I just not paying attention to. Let's see. Oh, Mario says 1,200 first come, first serve. God damn, Mario. Look at that. There's an auction. Mario's gonna put that on auction. Do it on Mario on the oh shoot, yeah, I think they're doing a live stream now. I don't know. Collecting weekly, guys. Oh, there you go. Our Star Wars buddies are here. Dan says just the deluxe. All right. All righty. Yeah, that was a long run, no space. So Danny, how many pre-orders are you gonna have now? I know you got like 4 the last time I talked to you. You're probably gonna have like 7 now. And I know, like, I'm happy for Star Wars fans, man. It's kind of like their time now. You know, we go through phases. You know, we had the Marvel phase last couple of years. It's all about Marvel, and everyone was praying that Hot Toys get the Star Wars license, and now we got Star Wars. I mean, I'm just happy everything's coming out, man. I like Marvel, so the more Marvel they pump out, the better for me. I just wish they would announce something that's totally different, though. That's what I wish. You know, something different, like Taken. No one's gonna buy that, but you know, that's what it is. Let me just see here. Let's see who's online, guys. And it's funny because PJ from Paradox Nerd sent me a link earlier to hop in, but I was on the groceries, so I was just doing some groceries with me and my wife, and we're just like, all right, I'm gonna jump in later. And then by the time I'm almost jumped in, god damn, Hot Toys just unleashed a barrage of stuffs. My goodness. Daniel says, how much would a diecast General Grievous cost? Oh damn. Is the Sideshow diecast? I know a friend of mine has Grievous. I don't know if he's selling it though, and I don't think it's diecast either. Eric says, I'm going to have to buy Mysterio and promo Spidey because of this zombie Iron Man. They never announced that Mysterio head sculpt. Still hasn't, right? Like the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. I would love to see that. I hope they don't pull a fast one on us and give us like a smiling one. I don't think they would do that. I think it's only for Ant-Man. But this is their second time doing Jake's head sculpt. The first one's from Prince of Persia, which I wanted to get that figure too badly back in the day. Danny says, I'm selling most of my MCU. God damn, Danny. Are you just focusing on Star Wars too? Are we still going to see you in the chat, you know? Or are you just going to be in Rogue One 6 now? Mario says, Marvel is making a comeback. Hot Toys won't let Marvel well dry up. Hey, Mario, if I was Hot Toys, that's a smart move. Smart move. Danny says, Era, don't get back into Hot Toys. Steak horses with statues. Alrighty, so if you can see on the back, I got a statue there, and I got another statue back there. So I did dip my toes into statue. I had a Wolverine and this Man of Steel right here. Oh man, I gotta tell you guys, I think I would stop there. It's not for me. It's not for me. Tried it, happy with it. Don't think I would move forward with it. I like the flexibility of 1/6 though. That I would say that I would love the flexibility, but I mean it is pretty big, as you can see. That's a premium format, and then like a premium format out there. So if you guys like, and I try to dip my toes in the what do you call that? That small 1/10 scale. I forgot. I got one of those. They're like the mini version of Hot Toys, Mezco. So I tried dipping to Mezco too, but after realizing that a third party, like that Cyclops from third party from 1/6 corner, it's only like $60 more than the Mezco figure, because if you buy from 1/6 corner or any Hong Kong retailer, you don't pay taxes. The shipping is free if you don't mind waiting for 2 years. Not 2 years, I'm just kidding, like two weeks. He said 7 to 21 days. If you don't mind waiting for shipping, the third party is almost the same. It's only $60 more, maybe $50 more than the Mezco figure. I always like the size of 1/6. I think it's a perfect size. It's not too big, like a quarter scale. It's not too small that you have to use a magnifying glass to get in. So instead of me buying Mezco or statue, I would buy like 3 or 4 third parties, like Toys Era So-So Toys. From now on, you know, like things that obviously I would still get Hot Toys. Enterbay hasn't released anything relevant in the past 2 years though. I can't wait for that Aragorn. I'm gonna get that Aragorn from my guys from Asmus. After Aragorn, I think I'm done with Asmus. That's it. All right, so let's get back here. My Era says his ship is flooding. Era says, did Mysterio had a head sculpt? He's supposed to. You know, initially they announced it without one, and you see all the backlash, and then they announced there will be, but they blurred it out. So I gotta find the new image if they actually unblur it. Paula says new collection tour. I would do that, Paula. You know what? Now that you reminded me, I'm not waiting for anything. I was waiting for Thanos and Justice League Superman, but I got both of them last week. I'm waiting for Jon Snow, Rambo, and Captain Marvel. I don't know why I bought Captain Marvel. I did buy Captain Marvel. That was a bad move, but I did. So Adrian says, yes, Lady Venom is the queen of Dark Spider. I know that Batman Forever movie sucks, but I was waiting for Val Kilmer Batman from Hot Toys. Adrian, is that the one with nipples? Oh no, that's the George Clooney one. Or that's whatever. Yeah. You know what? I watched those movies when I was younger. I thought they were okay. I wasn't expecting Batman Begins type of movie, but Prince Ali says the statue game is expensive. I agree, Prince. You can buy 2 Hot Toys for one premium format. And I get it. It's different strokes for different folks. And I like statue. However, if I had the choice, I would buy 2 Hot Toys to get 1 statue. I would only get the statue that I really, really like the Wolverine, because, there's no Hot Toys Wolverine. But I just really like the flexibility of Hot Toys. That's just me. I'm not saying statues overpriced or bad. I think they're just, they're good. They're good for what they are. I just feel like there's not a whole lot to it. That's just me. They're just display pieces, and that's it. It's not for me, because I have a lot of things in mind with my Hot Toys collection. I like to futz with them. I like to post them every once in a while. So Danny says, I will always admire MCU, just don't have the space for everything. I respect that, Danny. Mario says, I did a 1-point arrow, but they took it down off their advertising for some reason. Danny says he gets statues of characters I know I won't get for 1/6. Same thing here, Danny. Same thing here. Claudio says, when Hot Toys released Batman Forever, Val Kilmer. Claudio, they have not. I think they were teasing it. But then again, as you know, anything that we see now, outside of the one that was just announced, it doesn't mean they're going to get made. Or guarantee that they're going to get made. So we saw those Batmans, but it doesn't mean they're, pure shot that there will be. Paulo says, are you Filipino though? Yes, I am, Paulo. Danny says, except Mythos Boba. Danny, you and I know you guys on the 1/6 gotta explain to me this Mythos, because I kind of get the idea of that, but aren't Star Wars looking like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mythos, like mythological characters that they have this, like this, but aren't they looking like that to begin with? Like, how else can you Mythos Obi-Wan? Make his robe a little bit more ragged? Is that what it is? I'm legitimately asking here. Ben, hey, what's up, Ben? Hey, Ben, yeah, we talked about it. Looks great, man. I'm excited about it, Ben. Mostly for cable. Mostly for cable. I'm gonna get that for sure. Dan Yang says, what about Asmus? What about if Asmus releases Sauron? Oh man, Dan, now you pulled me back in the game. I gotta get him. And what do you call those guys in a horse? Because I sold mine. The Ring Wraith. Yeah, I gotta get those. They gotta remake those, man. I sold mine for a good price. So Erwin says Disney is going to use Hot Toys like crazy to make money with Star Wars license for a few years until they get to the movies going again. I agree, Erwin. Smart move if I was Hot Toys. However, here's what I would say if I was Hot Toys. Their business is made out of collectors, so they got to put variation on it. They got to lose money on some figures just to attract new blood. They can't just keep on pumping out Disney, DC, and Marvel. Every once in a while, they got to throw us, like those John Wick and Neo and, and all that stuff just to get something's going, in my opinion. Prince Ali says Captain Marvel figures good. Yeah, Prince, that really kind of convinced me to it. Not a big fan of the movie, not gonna lie. But I think the figure itself, especially the deluxe version with all what is included, I think it's a good value for what I'm getting. and I can just sell it again. And Ben says he regrets buying Captain Marvel too. So I'm probably going to regret it. I'm not even going to lie. I think I'm going to regret it, but I already bought it. So I put it on my, you know what? I can still cancel it though, Ben. It's on my pile of loot. Yeah. Prince Ali says they've been teasing Batman Forever for 2 years. They're a tease, man. They are a tease. All right. Lewis says Clone Wars figures look amazing. What do you think are the chances of they making a general? It's just a matter of time, Lewis. Just a matter of time. Do not spend $1,000 on that sideshow one. I'm telling you guys, they are gonna milk this till they can't milk them no more. So if you're looking at something and you're like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna jump into this. I don't mind you guys doing that, but think about it this way: if they announce, let's say you buy that sideshow Grievous for 1,000, and they announce their own for 400, and we all know that's going to be better. Now you're going to kick yourself. You know, it's like, why did I spend $1,000 in this one? Or maybe not 1,000, maybe let's say $600. If they announce theirs and it's die cast and it's for like 450, you're going to be like, man, it's more expensive and it's crappier than what I have. So I would say, if you're going to make a rash decision, if you're kind of like, you know, if you talk to me, I can probably, now I, not granting I don't have an inside scoop on these things, but you can just kind of go with your gut feeling, you know, knowing that looking at this, like Mark V, I'm telling you guys, do not buy Mark V for more than $500. 500, I think you can even justify that, because nowadays, if Mark V, they re-release Mark V, and it's, I don't know how much Mark V retailed originally, let's say $370. Back then there was no tax. The shipping was a little bit cheaper. Now $370, you add tax to it. If you live in California or Illinois like myself, the taxes would be $40. So now you're looking at $410, and then you add shipping, which is around $25. So now you're almost at $430, $440. If you buy a Mark V for $550, or maybe even at $600, now you're only, you know, really overpaying by $100, maybe $150 more. I say more, I say only, it's because, you know, some people would pay $800 for it. So that's just my take on it. But, you know, again, it's your money. You can do whatever you want. But clone figures, don't do it. See, Era says, do not buy Hot Toys, Lewis. Just wait for Hot Toys. Smart man. And Adrian says, I think my first and only statue will be that Baby Yoda from Sideshow and Legacy Effect. Okay, Adrian, I don't know if you can categorize that Baby Yoda. Are you talking about that Baby Yoda that moves, though? I don't think you can make them a statue, but I guess you could, technically. Paolo says, will you get the Prime Joaquin Phoenix Joker? As much as I love to, Paolo, I don't have that. I don't have that disposable income to just spend. How much is that? $1,200 with taxes and shipping? You're looking at $1,500. Nah, I can't, man. I love that Joker. I just can't. Ben says he just bought the Hulkbuster in the BSD group for $950, my most expensive single figure yet. Previously, it was the Mark 6 diecast. Man, what is my most expensive figure? Now that you mentioned it, Ben, single most expensive figure would probably be still retail, and that would be as we stand. It's the Endgame Thanos, which is what, like $415. After that will be Mark 85, which would be what, like $450 after shipping. Yeah, man. It would be hard pressed for me to buy that Hulkbuster as much as I like that. I can't convince myself to spend $950 on that figure. And it looks great. Don't get me wrong, guys. It looks great. I'm happy for you guys who has that. And it's $950. I think it's a good price, Ben, because I think it's like almost $1250 now if you get the deluxe version. So if I had the most expensive figure that I would probably buy, no, maybe just Iron Man, but 85, that's it. Eddie says, I hope they re-release some of the previous Black Widow figures with sculpted hair. I really want the Civil War Widow, but I hate that I hate the sculpted hair. Hold on. Oh, with sculpted hair. Gotcha, Eddie. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes sculpted hair works better. You know, like with Captain Marvel, I think it works better for her. Ben says, why we haven't paid above retail. Ben, I've been doing this for like almost 10 years, so I know the only ones that I probably paid above retail was back in the day. It was 2009 figure, the Two-Face. I bought that for 300, and this was back in 2014 or 2015 where I bought that figure, and I felt like I overpaid for that, and I did. But back then, that Two-Face was going on for 400 plus, so getting it for 300 was, I felt I was extremely lucky at that time. Adrian says we need Mark 1 diecast. I highly agree. Erwin says I want a Hot Toys kid Anakin with a pod racer. Damn, Erwin, you got something in here. Didn't the kid? Oh no, the kid is still alive, right? I thought he committed suicide. No, I think he's still alive. I think he tried or contemplated, because he said that he hated that role. So I don't know if we're gonna get his likeness. No, but I don't know if he's gonna sign into that. Oh, that's all right, Eddie. He says he hated rooted hair. Eddie, I don't hate rooted hair. I like rooted hair, but I would say 80% of the time they're not done right. So I get what you're saying here. I honestly do get what you're saying. I want to see the, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Asmus. I want to see their Crown Series Gandalf, because that has rooted hair and beard. And it looks great from the prototype pictures. So if, we'll see. I wanted a rooted hair Joker for so long, though. Okay, Era says Zombie Iron Man is 2540 and Anakin Deluxe is 2430. Arrow, how much is that in US dollars? If you would be so kind to convert that for us, please. Adrian says, no, the Sideshow is just a statue. Hot Toys is the one that can move. Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Adrian. Dan says, hoping for a Hot Toys Tumblr reissue. Any chance it will happen? I don't think so, Dan. Honestly, all the I think the hype for Dark Knight is gone. It's dead. The last thing that they re-released was the Two-Face, which is still available, and that's supposed to be like a mover because it's like one of those summer exclusives and all that stuff. Unfortunately, Dan, and I love Dark Knight. As you can see from my backdrop here, this is all Dark Knight. See, I'm a huge Dark Knight fan. I did sell my Tumblr, my camo Tumblr, though, to a good buddy of mine, Mario, in here. But yeah, I think that ship has sailed. No more Dark Knight. It's just not moving for them. Alexis says, Hot Toys now banking with Spider-Man line. You know it. Even those tiny miniature figures, I think that would sell too, because it's Spider-Man. Danny says 313 for Anakin. Would you get that, Danny? Do you think that's would you think that Anakin for 313 is somewhat fair? I guess, if it's the deluxe version. But think about it this way. Spider-Man Homecoming with the pod is what, 270? But it doesn't have a head sculpt. 313 is a bit high for my taste. But then again, Anakin is a light-up saber, though. I guess. I don't know. Eddie says, really hope they make Miles from Spider-Man PS5 game. I think they would, Eddie. I think it's just a matter of time. They would. They were making the Miles from the Into the Spider-Verse. So I'm pretty sure they will. If they won't, trust me, like Young Rich Toys or somebody would make it. So Danny says 340 to 350 Sideshow price. Man, that would be interesting, because Anakin would be technically an MMS. That's 350. The only one that I've seen cross that mark would be the Golden Wonder Woman, and you can kind of justify it with, you know, all these things, although I still wouldn't justify it for that one. But I don't know. Damn, Mars is predicting 400 on Sideshow Deluxe. Yeah, you got to go Deluxe. I mean, there's no point in not getting Deluxe, I think. Ben Ben says that Anakin comes with a stab speeder, I believe, which Sideshow charged like 200 for. Yeah, just for the stab itself, Sideshow would charge 200 for that. Danny said it's high, but they got me by the balls. God damn, Danny, you're weak. You're weak, Danny. No, I'm weak too. I'm kidding. Arrow says I quit Hot Toys. No, you're not quitting, Arrow. We know you're not quitting. Eddie says, I think the ultimate re-release could do is DX11 Joker. I agree, Eddie. That DX11, you know what? There was a time where DX11 was the most expensive figure that, Hot Toys has. Expensive, but I mean, if you buy it on eBay. Now, I don't even think it's $600 compared to the Dark Side Anakin. I think Dark Side Anakin is getting him and I don't know. I would say Dark Side Anakin takes the cake right now. Ivan says, Cable, how much you think? Ivan, we says, I think 285 or 280. I would say 280. Mario says, come back, Arrow. We have space cookies. He will come back, Mario. He will turn it around. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's getting late here. It's almost 12. Wow. It's been fun. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good release. I'll see you guys. Guys, take care. It's I don't know what time is it to you guys. It's 12 o'clock midnight here, but it was fun. I'll see you guys next week. Good night.